As the building of the farm continued, particularly with the vineyards, and as the events increased, I decided I needed a larger venue. I thought, what better structure could there be than a castle? A castle is reminiscent of old world and a protection. We were all fascinated with castles. I studied many different castles. I did a drawing of how then it could look and work proportionally. Made a clay model, and then with the engineers, we put together the plans for this castle. So the castle on the exterior needed to resonate with the rest of the structures here on the farm. On the outside, we carved blocks along with Tuscan stone to give it that old world feel. We built the turrets on the ground, and then with the crane, we were able to lift them into place. Once into place, we were able to put on the finials and across the top of the building, the window watch to give it its final appearance. On the extensions for the west side and for the south side, we had the roofs, which also were built on slate. Now, slate is a rock. It's hand-hewn rock and split. You can't walk on it because it cracks. So these need to be built on the ground. So we built these roofs for both the west side and the south side on the ground, and then lifted them also into place. On these build-outs, we needed to have a decorative dormer to break up the monotony and give the appearance of it being occupied. We were able to build one on the ground to lift it into place. One of the things that I like to do is use existing material from other buildings that's been salvaged. When you come into the castle, you'll notice first the massive beams. These were harvested out of Hill Field. We took two of those beams, 60 foot long, and 100-foot beam that was harvested out of the fire station, and from those 3 beams, we engineered 1 beam. And from those, we had 14 beams that we were able to put up to give us this massive wood look. On those, we put finials wrapped with iron, structured in such a manner they make that bold, old-world statement. The floor is 100-year-old Douglas fir that was reused originally for the roof of the Geneva steel mill before it was disassembled. Most of the wood that you'll see in the castle was salvaged from Geneva steel. This was virgin wood harvested from the northwest to build the roof of the rolling mills. It's large tongue-and-groove plank, about 4 inches by 3 inches. This is what we use to make our doors, put our floor in, and all of our furniture. One of the things that'll be impressive to you are the size of the doors. They each stand about 12 foot tall and weigh about half a ton each. These are made out of salvaged material from Geneva steel with a lot of iron on them. The centerpiece of the grand ballroom is our fireplace, extending up to the roof 37 feet. We made it out of salvaged material from an old pioneer home that was disassembled. We took that stone and cut it to make it reminiscent of the large fireplaces found in castles and also in some of our older national parks, such as Yellowstone and Grand Canyon Lodge. In the grand hall, you'll see 2 staircases extending up to the balconies to the upper levels of the castle. The iron and associated belly rolls give you this nice feel. We struggled with how you make grand chandeliers for such a big ballroom. How do you make them? We found drill pipe from discarded oil wells, and with gas pipe engineered these large, gracious chandeliers, including our sconces that you'll see around the edge of the windows. We've come a long ways since the start of the farm. I often reflect back as to the way the farm was. Would my great-great-grandfather, Joseph Wadley, be proud of our efforts? I think he would.